Well, News 2 is weather alert because of the risk of strong storms coming over the weekend.
Check back in with Danielle at beautiful Montgomery Bell State Park this evening. Danielle.
Bob and Haley, and I was going to say, remember I talked about the animal I had? How about a reptile? Take a look at this. This is Elvira, an eastern king snake, and we're going to introduce you to her coming up in just a minute. First, we got to talk about the weather situation, though, because it's nice right now, but tomorrow changes are coming. We've got a risk, a level 2 out of 5, for areas to the west of I-65 in the yellow color there. For areas along I-65 in Nashville and areas east, we've got a green color, marginal risk, 1 out of 5. It's low-end threats for damaging winds, rain, very low-end chance for hail, but low-end chance for an isolated tornado or 2. It's technically not 0, so make sure you have a way to get the warnings. Now, there could be some cells develop ahead of the main line, but then that main line will come in overnight, mainly between, say, 10 or after 10 or 11 till about 4, 5, 6 in the morning. And then gusty winds will be likely not only during the storms, but before them. And then after it turns blustery on Sunday, and it's going to be much colder outside. Here's a look at the storm timeline, because for our western zones, it could be anywhere after 9 p.m. if we have an individual cell or 2, to about 11 to 1 a.m. for the main line. Then for Middle Tennessee, it's anytime after midnight through about 3 a.m. for that main line coming through. And then areas east in the higher elevations, it's 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. So you need to make sure you have a safety plan ready to go, the phone fully charged and in the on position, and download the WKRN weather app. It is free in the App Store. If we do get a warning, it's going to come directly to your cell phone. And make sure you have a way to get the warnings. You're going to need it. All right. For satellite and radar showing you there's a low pressure center and a cold front out in the middle of the country. That's going to bring us the rain and storms. Right now, we've got cloudy skies over most of our region, and you know, those cloudy skies are leading to actually warmer temperatures. We've got temps mainly in the 70s and even 80s in some locations. So it's been a warm afternoon. Now, those winds, we talked about this. By Saturday afternoon, look at the gusting, 25 to even 30 miles an hour. And then as storms go through, could be up to 40 miles an hour. And then on the backside, we're going to have winds out of the north and west at about 30 to 35 miles an hour. So strong wind gusts. Those winds out of the south and west out ahead of the storms, though, are going to lead to warmer temperatures. We're forecasting 86 for your Saturday. 87 is the record high set back in 2016, and 73 is where we should be. So we're warm with some moisture coming into our area, and then the storm chances. Very low end chances for rain during the day. In fact, most of your activities should go ahead as planned. But once we get past, say, 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m., could have a few storms out there, and then overnight is when that main threat will be coming. Speaking of that, we've got a few games to get to. We've got Vandy at 11 a.m., right here on News 2, too, so you can watch it in the comfort of your own home. It's going to be warm and windy and dry. TSU, we were talking about that, has its homecoming at 4:30. There could be an isolated, though I think it should be dry for your game, too, and temperatures in the mid-80s falling into the 70s. And finally, the Vols, they're at Alabama at 6:30, but you can also watch them right here on News 2, and temperatures will be in the low 80s, falling back into the 70s. I want to go to that Weather Authority 7-day forecast, Daphne, if we can, because we do have those night storms coming in on Saturday, especially through the overnight. Make sure you have a way to get the warnings. It'll be blustery and cooler for Sunday in the upper 60s and very windy. It's chilly start on Monday in the 40s, only warm in the low 70s. And look at this. For the remainder of the work week, we are talking about a fall feel in the air with temperatures in the upper 60s and morning lows in the lower 40s. Now, I want to come out live with Ranger Cook again, and you have got this eastern king snake. Tell me about this.
All right, so this is Elvira, our eastern king snake. She lives here with us at Montgomery Bell State Park. Our state park and many state parks across the state have what we call animal ambassadors. So these are animals that can't be released back into the wild. So they live here with us, and we use them to educate, whether it's just a guest who walks through or school groups. So field trips, we go out to schools, and we use our snakes and our birds that we also have to educate. And you can see these at the visitor center here at Montgomery Bell State Park anytime. We have 3 birds and 3 snakes.
Now, you're holding this, so I'm guessing this snake is okay to hold.
It is okay to hold. It is a non-venomous snake. I like to tell people I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy. This is a non-venomous snake, but it is immune to the venom of venomous snakes. So this one will eat copperheads, cottonmouths, and any other venomous snakes we have in the area.
Well, I think this is pretty awesome. Now, you're holding a snake. She asked me if I wanted to hold the snake, and I said absolutely not. I'm just saying. But I think it's cool that you're holding the snake right now.
Not a fan favorite all the time, but
yeah, you know. And you were talking we're going to bring some birds out next.
Yeah. So we also have birds of prey that live here at Montgomery Bell State Park. So I figured they're a little more popular than the snakes, so we'll get them out as well.
Okay. Well, we're looking forward to that, guys. We're going to send it back into you. I mean, would you hold the snake? I just didn't really want to.